Part 36, Perfect Peace. One of the very important needs for accelerated spiritual development is the possibility of achieving perfect peace in a person in various situations, challenges, obstacles, stressful situations. This is necessary for several reasons, the most important of which is understanding, accepting and applying the advice of spiritual energies that emotions are used in important decisions up to 5% at most. This does not mean that the person will become unemotional, but aware that in a state of increased emotional discharges, a person cannot make decisions in a proper way, so he or she can create many more problems for themselves than one. Of course, the awareness of moderate emotional discharge is easier to theoretically process than to apply it practically. One of the reasons is the numerous inherited and created deviations that need to be removed first, then parallel work must be done constantly to raise the functioning of the nervous system, and only then can we talk about the beginnings of perfect peace. And that perfect peace brings many benefits in every human area of life, because every progress on the spiritual path multiplies precisely because of correct decisions and choices and the reduction of wandering on the spiritual path. We are not talking about the so-called nirvana here, because that is the path followed by those who achieve passive enlightenment. Here, from the beginning, we are talking about the much greater possibilities of people on the spiritual path when they happen on the path of active enlightenment, so nirvana is set in a completely different form, which even with the name says that perfect peace is the best thing for people on this path. The difference is big because while people in nirvana still do not communicate with spiritual energies or in very minimal amounts, in perfect peace every person who meditates and knows about all the benefits of contact with spiritual energies brings him or her an even greater desire for daily contacts and transmission of sacred knowledge. So we can freely say that nirvana is most often the characteristic of people on the path of passive enlightenment, and perfect peace is the characteristic of people on the active path of enlightenment. This does not diminish the value of this or that direction, but gives the possibility of greater or lesser progress on the path before and after enlightenment. The Treasury of Sacred Knowledge is grateful for your interest and sends you a lot of spiritual patience and love.